Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulphur Blade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome back to Football Coach College Dynasty. Alright, we're starting, the 8th season, I believe? First season as the coach of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. So let's go ahead and jump in. We'll start with practices. And then we need to figure out training. Our QB situation is definitely interesting. Well, he is a junior. I suppose we could train him. Needs accuracy, QB IQ, ball security. His ball security is pretty low. He's not necessarily a running back, but still, he handles the ball all the time. We'll start with QB IQ. Alright, then we have these running backs. Alright, you're the junior. Okay. And one of these guys I was looking at is a fullback, right? This guy, I believe. Alright, offensive line. We were gonna give strength. He's an outside linebacker, it's looking like to me. '81 speed, 85, he could be outside. 77 speed. But outside. If you're going to be outside, you need to be faster. And if you're going to be an inside, we need you to be smarter. This guy, I just want to train for the future. We'll go with block shedding on him. Speed 85, speed 78, speed 79. You're the fastest. What's your man coverage? Alright, let's go to recruiting. Before we go to recruiting, what is it we really need? We don't have a lot of potential at quarterback. Running back's not terrible, it's not great. I actually looking at wide receivers? I never look at wide receivers. Wide receivers look alright though. Probably offensive line. Okay, we're going to pay special attention to QBs and offensive line. Maybe getting a punter. Yeah, that makes sense in my mind. What does the game say we need? Okay, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for game needs. We have how many seniors? Well, that's starters by class. We have 19 seniors. Alright, with these three, we're going to send them to camp. Alright, that's the running back situation maybe handled. Not sure yet, but I hope that one of these three will be the second running back we're going to go after. Right, tight end. He'll be the guy. That guy can go to camp. Right, defensive line. Oh, turn off junior transfers and transfers. Target you. I'm happy with a B+. Target 2. Three. And those guys are going to camp, I believe. Alright, linebacker situation. Nothing obvious. Safeties. Alright, I like him right off the bat. I might like you. We'll see. Just target that whole group. Target a bunch of QBs. Alright, head to offensive line. Go by all. Let's head down to the bargain basement. We started at 26. Alright, those will be our targets for now. We're not done with recruiting yet. No. Right, we don't know about these two QBs, so let's have them send a good camp, since we have the camp invites left. And then the rest is going to be point ahead estimate, and head down to the bottom. That here. That'll do. So we've done training, recruiting, practices, advance. Get the practices out of the way. All right. Am I gonna double up on your training? Am I happy with a 77 QB IQ and 66 ball security QB? Alright, another breakthrough. That was nice. Alright, I'm happier with where he's at now. Very nice. Am I gonna double up on you? Yeah. Nice. He's just moved himself into the front five. Am I gonna double up on your speed? I used another defensive here on this guy. Okay. All right. C plus, C minus. Nope. Nope. Right. 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, Alright, now that we called a bunch of people, have we messed up our needs? Running backs. Just looking to see if we have any scouting done randomly on any of these guys. Like this one. Yeah. A little bit done on this guy for whatever reason. Alright, this guy's interesting. Though it might be hard to win the fight. We don't necessarily need a quarterback. We're just looking for a future potential quarterback. That's probably this guy. So let's get rid of you. We'll still let him come to camp to see what he's like. Okay, running backs. These two we will have to fight for, but I like them. Tight end, this is the only tight end we're going after, and we're going to have to fight for him. He's also a diamond, or a gem I should say, so we're going after him as hard as we can. Alright. It's only one DC pitch ace. I should probably be selective with that. He's looking about right. A 4-star, A- potential. Yeah, he's gonna get the DC pitch ace. Is that all our pitches? No, we still have 4 pitches left. What's on the front page? Sure, you can get a pitch. You don't need a pitch, but we'll give you a pitch. That means we have a few more scouts to divvy out. I don't want to scout anyone going to camp, so let's sort by scout percentage, and you're on a camp visit. These guys down here aren't on a camp visit, so I could toss scouts on them and it wouldn't hurt anything. And remove. Okay, we're eventually going to get this number down to, what was it, 18 or 19 seniors we have? 19. There's no reason to recruit more people than you have space for, in my opinion. Somebody probably could make an argument for doing what I just said not to do. Alright, we're going to save in advance. I'm going to leave you alone. Should I train the backup QB just in case I have an injured quarterback this year? What's his durability? not very good. Let's just hope. Right, running back situation. That's going to leave me an extra training to spend on an offensive lineman. I'm still going to focus on these two. Here's a sophomore we could give some run blocking to. Yeah, why not? Wait, I have another OC training. What? I skipped the. Oh, I skipped the kit. I can't talk. I skipped the QB and a running back. So yes, I do have one. You're a sophomore, but you're C potential. I don't like giving trainings to crap potential guys. I'd have to go quite a ways down here to get. Well, you're a C plus. You're an A minus. I'm gonna train you for the future. Or do I go with my starting lineup? He's a junior and he's a starter. And his run blocking is particularly dastardly. Okay, yeah, run blocking. So I'd like to switch up from speed on this guy to pursuit. Very nice. I just realized he's a senior. Yeah, but he's in the starting lineup. Yeah, I suppose. Okay. And since I used, you normally got the head coach training, so one of these two has to get the head coach training. You're gonna be an inside linebacker mainly. You've already got pretty good speed and strength. You could use the head coach training more, I think. I think we're just gonna give you brute force strength. Get you stronger. Alright, and that leaves a training for this guy down here. He's becoming really a jack of all trades. Not really an important stat so much for a linebacker, but I'm going to give it to him anyway just because he's kind of a jack of all trades. And then this safety, are we going to continue to up your tackling? Yeah. Alright, off to recruiting. Sort by scout percentage. Got a couple C pluses in here. C pluses aren't terrible. D minus, no, you're gone. Let's actually sort by position. Okay, so we're shopping for a QB just because I want better QBs. We don't really necessarily need one. So that means you're going bye-bye. You're going to be the QB that we land this year that we don't really need. Running backs, we need two, and it looks like we're going to end up with 3 because I'm fairly happy with all 3 of these, I think. One tight end. We know our tight end we want. Offensive line, we technically need 1, but I wanted to get more offensive linemen because I felt our quality at offensive linemen isn't very good. So I'm happy with both of them. Obviously you're gone, as are you, and you. We could throw a scout here, a scout here. We can chuck you, Farley. Defensive line. 3 of 2. I'm happy with the 3 of them. Linebackers, 2 of 2. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. The linebacker situation is not exactly looking good. Alright, so we are going to... How many people are we going? Haven't been to camp yet. We don't need to send you to camp. We have... So we can do a full 10 at camp? I think we can. Alright, we're bargain basement shopping for linebackers. Who's this guy that we'll never stand a shot at, but I would love to have? I mean, let's dream big. It's giving us a medium-low shot at him, which is better than low and very low. Plus, we see that he's got potential. Okay, down here, 21, 20, 19, I'm just looking to see if there's any... We got any scouting on any of these guys here. Alright, back down to the bottom. So we started at 20, so let's go to 21. Alright, back to my targets. How many do we got now? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're the one we're dreaming on, right? So 3 more. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's all our invites. Okay, since you're our dream child, we'll give you the DC pitch ace. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that'll hurt my chances of getting the other defensive candidates we need. We'll see. Okay, sort by points ahead estimate. Okay, we got scouts to use. Do we got anything to narrow down? Safeties, perhaps? We need 1 safety, and we're going after 4. $45 C plus 70. 70 B minus 69. He dropped a tad. Yeah, of course. Thanks, game. Don't make it simple for me or anything. A minus durability, C minus durability, B plus durability, C minus durability. He's got a pitch, and I'm going to Canix him? I think so. Give the pitch over to him. And we're going to remove him? Yes. Do we need this guy? I mean, we technically only need 1 safety. We can let him hang around another turn. I want to see if he turns into a gem. I don't think he will. Alright, that's how we're going to go this turnaround. Yeah, I'm happy enough with where the quarterback's at now. I'm going to use the one head coach that we've been using on him. I want to try to get his strength up. He's only a sophomore, so there's a very good chance this guy's going to become a great fullback for us by the time he's a senior. Right now he's serviceable. He can definitely lead the way. Alright. I'm happy enough where his strength has gotten to. I'm going to use his head coach on him. And I'm going to try to give him a little more speed. And then on him, we're going to go with run blocking. Which leaves run blocking up here. Depth chart. Return specialist. Derek O'Neill. Nice. And our jack of all trades, master of none guy here. And garbage again. this whole year's been spent on tackling. Alright, back to recruiting. By scout percentage. Let's go down here to the bottom. He goes bye-bye. As does he. And him. Yep. Right. We now have 6 of 2. We have to see what we're going to do about the linebackers now. Are we leaving this guy in? 62 C+. '59, 60. Down, damn it. Came down again. Went up. Alright, I think we get rid of you. Get rid of you. Alright, camp invites here. By scout percentage, we'll just go to the bottom. Anyone that can, you'll go to camp. Yeah. How much points does camp really give me? Fine, send him to camp. 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 This is the camp for the guys who are the favorites and are expected to be on the roster. The elite camp, if you will. The other camps were trying to figure out people to put onto the depth chart. These guys are guys that we know are staying, we just want to get a better look at them. Well, actually, we're currently got 20 guys on the roster. We do need to technically shave it down a little bit here. Sort by position. Where can we best do that? Got 3 running backs here. We only need 2, but probably gonna have a time trying to land these. Tight end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 offensive line. We don't necessarily need 5 offensive line. Yeah, I'm trying to improve the... Why don't we wait till these guys come back from camp before we go axing them? That sound fair? Yeah, that sounds fair. 3 defensive linemen. Pretty happy with them. The linebacker situation. Safeties. Alright, yeah, I think we just wait to next turn to shave it down to 18. As some of these guys are at camp, and we'll get further knowledge on them. Alright, let's sort by point ahead estimate. Get down to the bottom. Yeah, might as well. Spend it on something. And let's do these visits. We have a defensive lineman. Week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 8. Really? What? Why? Why can't I schedule home for later in the year? I don't understand this at all. This is too early in the year to be scheduling people. Son of a... Maybe it's because I'm trying to... Well, let's go with this Indiana game. That was a defensive player. We'll wait on this guy. See if maybe they'll let us schedule later. When the regular season starts. Or, well, when preseason starts. No, it's not preseason, it's regular season. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright, save in advance. What does the athletic director assume we're going to do here? Win at least 5 games. Okay. And he's an optimist. I think we can accomplish that one. Pass for 285 plus yards against Penn State, Wisconsin, or Notre Dame. No, I don't like that one. I'm not a big passer. Hold opponents to less than 48% third down conversions full season. think this is the one we change. Win 4+ conference games. Have a wide receiver earn all conference honors. This is the Big Ten. We're a small fish in a big pond. Those wide receivers that are going to be winning all conference are going to be coming from Ohio State. Not us. I think we'll try for the win 4+ conference games. Right, defensive wise, we're looking solid. How do we look compared to the other teams? That's the question. 85-86 is Penn State. Michigan here, 88-84. Okay, stronger than Maryland. We're stronger than Rutgers. 87-92, 85-86. We're stronger than Purdue. We're stronger than Indiana. All right, interesting. So stronger than Northwestern and hopefully stronger than Illinois. We got a matchup against Wisconsin here. We're the lowest prestige in the Midwest. We are. And I guess we seem to be stronger than most of the bottom halves of these conferences. So we're right in the middle of the pack, if you will. So there should be plenty of teams that will have the opportunity to beat this year. Hopefully. Let's check our schedule. Rutgers is winnable. Iowa is winnable. Hopefully Appalachian State is winnable. Yeah. Northwestern winnable. But it's the conference games that matter, right? So 1, 2, 3. Indiana's 4. Illinois is 5. Penn State probably not. UCLA maybe 6. And Wisconsin's our rival. I think we can squeeze 6 conference wins in. We need to get 4. I think that's doable. I wonder how the conference championship works here in the Big Ten then, if there's four separate conferences. If I can beat Wisconsin, do I have a shot of playing for the conference championship, as silly as that sounds? Maybe. Alright, I want to look at recruiting before we end the episode. So let's sort by position. We need to trim some of the fat here. And I think it'll be on the offensive lineman. At least one person from the offensive lineman will probably get trimmed. Things aren't moving much. Yeah, they're pretty much locked in right now. Well, 54A minus is better than 54B. That's pretty much straight up. The question is the 54A minus good enough to hang in as well? What other position is it we're pretty fat on right now? Linebackers, maybe. This is going to be a rough win. So we're not really that fat on linebackers technically. Ouch. It might be the safety that goes. Alright, that gets us down to 18, though the chances we win this linebacker battle are not very high. Okay, scholarship. DC pitch ace. Can schedule a visit. There again, what is with this? I don't understand. Why are these the ones that were given an option to schedule for? I mean, they're all technically Big Ten games, but it's not Wisconsin. It's not Illinois. It's not. These are Big Ten games that are not in my Midwest bracket. These are Big Ten games that are outside of my Midwest bracket. Why am I so limited to these weeks? I don't understand this. Yeah, but I'm gonna get my butt kicked. Who is this and what's my chances of winning? Or losing, should I put it that way? I'm not sure what ISU stands for. Let's do it. He also wants to go to the Ohio State game. I really kind of want this guy. Another person who wants to go here. Fine. Alright, the recruiting is done. Set practice focus. Rushing. And stop the run. That is now what the Minnesota Golden Gophers will be known for going into the future. You know, Notre Dame's talent-wise, we could pull off a Notre Dame victory here. Just depth chart. Alright, QB, obviously. You're the starter. You gonna adjust this at all? I don't think so. Running backs, we're actually go with a 4-player rotation. You are going to be a fullback, Elias Byrne. Strength of 93. Oh yeah, you had terrible ball carrier vision, and that's right. Short yardage back, Wesley McPherson. Trevor Bunch is the third down back. You know, just because we're going to keep you fresh, because I don't feel good about your limited ball carrier vision. Alright, the rest can stay at standard. Alright, we'll go with the 7-player rotation. Maybe not. Did not realize we had a freshman in the lineup here. Back to 6. Oh, we have another freshman. Oh, Jesus, we have a lot of freshmen in this lineup. Alright, well, our wide receivers are certainly young. No doubt about that. Holy crap. Wow. I've never been in this situation where I have so many freshmen. Do I just bite the bullet and start one of them? I mean, you're only a C- potential. I think maybe we do bite the bullet and we just start you. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so then let's look at these other things. Who is... Okay, you're route running. I'm having a hard time here. Oops, wrong thing. Outside. 88 speed is one of our faster guys. 6'3", you're one of the tallest. He's the shortest, but his route running is lackluster. Can't really put him at slot. So he's going to be an outside guy as well. Strange as this might be, I think our number one wide receiver is going to be our slot. And I'm going to set this guy down here as a slot. And I will leave these two on auto. Yes? No? Yeah, I'm going to leave those two on auto. They can line up wherever they line up. Tight ends. '86 strength, 87 pass blocking, but 90 route running and 86 catching. We're changing the rotation to 4. This guy's going to be used in blocking situations. We're going to use him as a receiving tight end. I just don't know what to do with you. We're going to leave both of these guys on auto, as I have... He's a good receiver and a good blocker. I don't necessarily want to pigeonhole him into either stat, so he can do both, hopefully. And this guy... he's kind of good at both. Well, no, he's kind of mid at both. It's like these two are better at their respective jobs. Like he's a better blocker than this guy is, and he's a better receiver than this guy is. This guy's just kind of mid. All right, our offensive line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to figure out what's happening here. All right, let's figure out who the tackles are first. So your run blocking is less, but your pass blocking is through the roof. You're a tackle. Huh. Tackle. I think you're gonna be starting tackle. You're gonna be a guard. I'm thinking this guy. Is gonna be the nose. Center, if you will. Sorry. And another guard. Which I believe makes you an interior. And you'll line up as tackle, and we'll leave you on auto. So backup interior lineman, backup tackle, and the guy who just gets plugged into whatever hole is needed. Got any actual freshmen in the lineup? No. Okay, let's get him in front of him. Let's bring the rotation down to 5. Right. We've got a bunch of nose guards. 64 pursuit, 83 pursuit. I guess you're gonna have to play end. Pursuit, 55 pursuit. Interior. $79 pursuit. 71 pursuit. 75 speed, 71 pursuit. Just a this is bad. I can't have this is a 4-3. This is not a 3-4. Interior. So that means you're gonna play end. You're getting the starting role. 64.79. 62.55. 60.64. Yeah, I mean these guys, they gotta be interior. 64.79. 75.71. He's an N too. He really is. So starter, starter, starter. Technically a more talented guy coming in as the backup for him, and he's going to be backing up him and him. All right. Not optimal, but is what we're going to have to go with. Linebackers. Right, you should be the middle linebacker. Yeah. Inside. .85 speed, 83 pursuit. You don't have the speed. You're inside. That makes you outside and you outside, right? 82 speed, 103 pursuit, definitely. And 85 speed, 83 pursuit, solid. We could change the rotation to 7. What are you guys going to be? 81, 78. You're looking outside to me. .75, 100. Well, that's really good pursuit. Speed is okayish. 72, 75. Now, you know, who is going to be the backup inside linebacker here? Your IQ is alright. Your tackling is pretty decent. You've got good strength. You're going to go inside, and we will actually push you up. So this is the backup outside, this is the backup inside, and you can play either one, I think. You've got that crazy pursuit, even though you're not really that fast, but you've got great pursuit. You've got solid defensive IQ. I think you could be stuck into either role and figure it out, so we'll leave you on auto. Alright, our corners. What was the promise here? Make an all-conference team. Okay. Speed 107. Wow, that's fast. Man coverage, pretty crazy. Outside. Outside. I mean, who do I match up on the slot? I mean, these corners are pretty impressive. I think we're gonna stick you. You're technically you're the slowest of the group. You've got the best mixture of man and zone coverage, so we'll put you on slot. The other two we'll leave on auto. Yeah, incredible group of cornerbacks. Can we get away with a 3-player rotation at safety? Yeah, I think we might try that. Who's going to be the starting strong safety? Confusing, isn't it? 81 strength, 68 strength. This guy's stronger, but he's also faster, isn't he? 85 speed, 78 speed. So he's stronger and faster. His tackling is at 95. Stronger, faster, better tackler. I think he has to be the strong safety. Which leaves him slower at free safety. He's got the better mix of coverage skills, I suppose. But he's going to use that high IQ to overcome his lack of speed out here at free safety. He should be able to sub in for either one. Yeah, he's gonna sub in for whoever needs a break. And that way he gets his 40% of the snaps because he's going to be constantly relieving either one. He's going to play both positions. All right. Roberto Christensen is going to be our kicker, and he's probably also going to be our punter. And we have our return specialist. All right, the lineup has been set. The last thing there is to do is, who are we going to target this season? let's go with the wide receiver at number 1. Go with the tight end at number 2. And we will go with the running back. Wait, no, he's not really the receiving back, is he? Who was the receiving back? Trevor Bunch, right? 75 catching, 69 route running. Yeah, you're not really a receiving back. Alright, lineup is set up. We are ready to go for the upcoming season. Our first season as the head coach of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. We will be starting off against Notre Dame in a game that might actually be winnable. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing, and until the next time, all peace.